The other part of it is to give good attention. So for you to tell your stories, you need someone to listen. And so that's really important, to be able to pay attention so that we can unpack the stories. So Shirley, I just wanted to ask you, how does that relate to your experience of stress?
I've had a lot of stress in my life, and just the tools that I've used, my main tool that I use is Reiki, which is a good energy tool, and just paying attention to myself, which is something, of course, in everyday lives, right? You're usually the last one on the list. So just paying more attention to myself, getting together with girlfriends and laughing. I mean, laughter is the greatest medicine. And just connecting with other women. It's just been awesome. It's been incredible. I mean, if you have a problem, ask 13 other women, and they'll give you 13 healing, healthy, loving solutions to work with.
What a great reminder of what we can do with friends.
Perfect. Thank you, Grace and Shirley. That's why at this time I feel with the Women Inspiring Women Circles worldwide, it's important that we come together with our women and connect and be able to have a safe place to express ourselves. So thank you for that gift, both of you. I'm going to have Wendy take us through another little technique, the emotional freedom technique, and show us some more tools we can use when we're a little stressed or have something on our mind. Go ahead, Wendy.
Thanks, Gail. Pardon me. The emotional freedom technique that I want to talk about today was designed by Gary Craig. And it's called emotional freedom technique because it's based on the fact that all of our negative emotions are blockages in our energy system. So whenever something goes wrong and we have some stress, we get a little zit in our system that stops us. So what we're going to do is each of us take an incident in mind, maybe a slight headache, maybe a bit of nervousness in your stomach, anything you can think of that you'd like to change, and we'll do a little bit of a tapping procedure on it. So I want you to follow with me as I do it. You don't have to say what I'm saying, but at home you would do it out loud and with emphasis. Here you can do it quietly and think of your own incident as we do the tapping. So the first thing you do is you get your karate chopping point here, and you tap it. It's the bottom of your fist. And you say, even though I have this issue, I totally and completely accept myself. Even though I have this issue, I totally and completely accept myself. Even though I have this issue, I totally and completely accept myself. Then you take 2 fingers and you tap above the brow, kind of in the corner of your eye. And then to the side. And then under your eye. And then under your nose. And then under your chin, under your lip. And then on your collarbone. And we'll leave out the last underarm one. Then you take a deep breath. And then you sense if you have any change in the intensity from when you did that, when you felt the anxiety, to where you are now. And you continue on. Sometimes there'll be other aspects that come up. Like if it's a reminder of something else, or a pain will shift. I had a slight headache in my temple, now it's moved to the back of my head. You repeat it until all the pain is relieved. And it really has done wonders for me on my neck, which chiropractors and massage therapy couldn't do over a 3-month period. So something you can use at home. You can do it with girlfriends. You can do it with your children. It's a good tool to have. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. Perfect for weight loss or relationships or health or abundance, finances, whatever it is that we want to actually affirm to ourselves. So thanks for that little gift. So next, I would like to introduce Rachel, and she's going to be talking to us about people pleasers today.
Thank you. Thank you. So who here in the past or presently has been a people pleaser? Show of hands. Really high. Let's do it. Excellent. So thank you for being honest. So is there anyone here that could give an example, a real life example of when you're being a people pleaser?
I know. I just recently had a girlfriend ask me to help her move. And without thinking, I agreed to do it. I felt sorry for her. I wanted to help her, but I just suffered badly for doing what I did. As much as I wanted to help, it didn't work out for me.
Thank you. Well, you're not alone. There's many women that do that because they feel like they're going to hurt the person's feelings. And essentially, they're really just hurting themselves in the process. So let's be honest here. Being a people pleaser means you're a liar. We're liars. We're lying to ourselves is the worst part. And really, we're hurting and lying to the person that we care for. So it makes no sense. So I have 3 powerful tools I'd love to share with you that will help shift that right away, that you can use in your life. So the first one is awareness. So just really knowing if you're being a people pleaser. So essentially everything, should be fun. The energy should be good and high. So if your energy drops, is a good indication that you are giving your power away. Or if you're feeling guilty or bitter or resentful or obligated. I'm sure we've all felt those things. So those are great indications if you're giving your power away. So be really aware of that. And secondly is honesty. So the opposite to being a liar is obviously being an honest person. So we want to be honest with ourselves about what we truly want, because we deserve it. And then that allows us the freedom to be who we need to be and the freedom for happiness, which is really what we all want, right? So the third point is responsibility. So we want to take ownership and accountability for who we are. Let's stop passing the buck here. Let's take full responsibility of our choices and our actions and step into that power, because you guys are all very powerful. And so essentially we want to remember awareness, honesty, and responsibility. And if you have an incident like yours where someone's asking you to do something, we just feel this obligation to say yes right away, right? We're like, because we want to be nice. And we want to help because we're women, right? We want to help and we're such givers. So essentially we want to take a deep breath. So before you respond to your friend, you would breathe in and you breathe out. That would give you the check-in to see where you're at with how you feel. And then the second thing you could do is ask yourself, you could say to yourself, let me think about that. And you can literally just think about that for a second. You don't need to react quickly. They're not going to be offended. And then you can make a decision from there. The third thing that a lot of people don't know about is this rule called renegotiation. It's beautiful. There's a yes and a no, but guess what? There's an ability to have room for renegotiation. So when we're renegotiating, it's like a contract. It's a verbal contract. So the 2 parties need to be in agreement, right? So that's what's happening. So these are 3 tools: breathing, I need to think about it, and renegotiation that you can use right away to help step into your power. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. So now we have a few more tools and techniques that we can use. So women inspiring women is really you're doing yourself and others a service by being an inspiration and being able to be true to what's true for you in your heart and wisdom within, taking that moment to make a decision and look within before you give an answer. So thank you for that beautiful gift, Rachel and Vivian. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vivian, and as part of these retreats that Gail puts on, we get to play in our goddess identities. And part of doing that is using some of the oracle cards, and my favorites by a long shot are the Virtues cards. Today I chose the Virtue card, Charity. I am charity. Charity is what makes my life blessed.
My name is Grace, and my card is Loyalty.
I'm Katrina, Perceptiveness.
My name is Marilyn, and I am Decisiveness.
I'm Karen, and I'm Mercy.
I am Wendy, and I am Fortitude.
I am Gail, and I am Compassion.
I am Shirley, and I am Perseverance.
I am Deb, and I am Confidence.
I am Susan, and I am Generous.
I'm Sashi Star, and I am Serenity.
I am Rachel, and I am Nobility.
These cards are produced by the Virtues Project, which can be found online. It'll be on the website. There's a connection to it.